Hallo, guten Tag, it's Mr. Summerbee here from Mom Through School Languages, and today we have a German video for you to give you some ideas of how you can practice your German nouns and adjectives around the house. So this is how it's going to work. I have some post-it notes here. Now, I was lucky, I managed to dig out a selection of different colours and sizes from the drawers around my flat. But if you don't have a selection of different coloured post-it notes, you can choose one colour and just use some different coloured pens, or you can just choose some bits of paper and colour them in the best you can. So the first thing that you have to do is have a look around your house, your apartment, wherever it is that you live, and select some items that you want to learn the names of in German and that you're going to label around the place. So I've chosen 15 items that we're going to look at today. For example, I've chosen a cushion and I've chosen a dream catcher. The next stage is to go to an online dictionary, or if you're lucky enough to have an actual German dictionary, you can use that. Go to an online dictionary. I do not recommend that you use Google Translate. Often the translations given by Google Translate can be not quite what you're looking for. So go to an online German dictionary. For example, word reference is a really good one that I like to use. When you found your items, go to an online dictionary, look up the words for those items in German, write them down, and then you're ready for the next stage. When you have your list of words, we then need to make our labels. So my first item, a cushion, I know in German is Kissen. So remember, in German, all of our nouns start with capital letters. So we do a capital K. Kissen. I'm going to put that to one side. And then I'm going to choose another colour. And this word's a bit longer for dream catcher. So the word for dream catcher is Traumfänger. So I'm going to write, again, capital T. Traumfänger. And don't forget the umlaut on the A. Traumfänger. So now you have all of your items labelled. There's one thing we need to add, and you may have noticed that I asked you to get lots of different colours at the start of this video, and I've also put them in pink, bright yellow and pale yellow on my table. Why do you think I might have done that? That's right, it's because in German we have 3 different genders. So we have our masculine, which I've done in pink, we have our feminine, which I've done in bright yellow, and we have our neuter, which I've done in pale yellow. So as you will all know, we need our article with that. So here we're going to use the definite article. So in English that would be the, and in German it is der, die oder das. So for masculine, der, for feminine, die, and for neuter, das. And that's really important. When we label our items around the house, we recognise that the colour means it is either masculine, feminine or neuter, and that little der, die or das next to it will remind us. Okay, let's go and label some items.
Sie singen und sie tanzen, ans Horn denken's nicht. Ja, immer wenn was los ist, mein Vater ist dabei. Kann's halt nicht lassen, zum Feiern nimmt frei. Macht so gerne Stimmung und singt so gerne ein Lied. Ist ein super Kumpel, wie selten nur angibt. Meine Mutter und mein Vater, die seien zwar nicht
Okay, now we've been around and labelled everything. I hope you had as much fun as I did. We're going to add a little bit extra to make our work a bit more interesting. We always go on about this in our lessons. It's a bit boring just to say the mirror or the bottle, the Easter egg. If we can add an adjective or the new bottle, the delicious Easter egg, we can make our writing, our speaking, ourselves much more interesting. So we're going to look at adjectives here. Now, I've got a very small set of post-it notes, that's all I had left to write these on, so we're going to have to zoom in a second. The main thing to remember with adjectives is they in German go in the same place as they do in English. Okay, so in English we would say the new bottle. In German it's exactly the same. The adjective goes in between the article and the noun. Okay, so we need to put our adjective there, the new bottle. The other thing to remember, because we're in the nominative case here, now some of you will know what that means. If you don't worry. All you need to know is that when we're in the nominative, the adjective has an E on the end. So the adjective for new is neu. Because we're in the nominative case, we need to add an E on the end. So die neue Flasche. Die neue Flasche. We're going to do one more example. We've got our Easter egg here. So we have das Schokoladenösterei. Das Schokoladenösterei. The Easter egg. We want to say the delicious Easter egg. So the word for delicious, I'm sure a lot of you know, is lecker. But because we're in the nominative case, we're using the adjective with this. We would say leckere with an E on the end. Okay? Das leckere Schokoladenösterei. The delicious Easter egg. Okay, the only other thing to mention is that E only goes on the end of adjectives if it is talking about it like this. The delicious Easter egg. If we were going to say the Easter egg is delicious, das Schokoladenösterei ist lecker, we would not need the E. If that's confusing you, don't worry about that. The main thing is we're going to write a list of adjectives and then go and add them in to our items.
Gibt's irgendwas zum Feiern, dann seien die zwei dabei. Meine Mutter und mein Vater, die zwei, die seien ein Hit. Sie singen und sie tanzen, ans Heimgehen denken's nicht.
So I hope you had fun labelling all the items in your house. Now remember, the most important thing here is that we're learning the German words for these things. So for example, we have die neue Flasche, the new bottle, or das leckere Schokoladenösterei, okay? Or der kleine Tisch, the small table. It's very fun labelling things, but make sure you're learning the items, the gender, and then as many adjectives as you can. Try and find some funny ones as well. Okay, viel Glück, good luck. Tschüss.